Oh baby, let's speak about Lucid Motors. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the clothing line to prove that fact. I also got a really messy beard. But today, we have to speak about Lucid Motors. So this is a company that I think everybody has been following extraordinarily closely for an awfully long time now, or at least it feels like a long time. Realistically, it was just since the second week of January. So right back here is where I bought in. I got in at 12.86. I know a lot of you guys got in, in the 10s to the 15s. We're all eating really good. If you look at that 5-day chart, we're up over 50%. And we were up as much as 80%. This is actually off the back of an 8.8% red day on Friday. That's the insanity of this stock. I'm now rocking and rolling with 390 risk-free shares in there. I sold 110 to get my initial investment back out. It's nice. It's all gravy. But the reason we're making this video today is because of this. CCIV to announce merger with Lucid on Tuesday. Now, I want to say that this headline here is misleading. This is by no means guaranteed. But what we do know is this right here. If the PIPE fundraising concludes successfully, a deal might be disclosed as early as this month. And then essentially Bloomberg came out and said a deal for the electric vehicle maker could be announced as early as Tuesday. So that's what we're going to be speaking about today. We'll take a look at the price action, we'll look at the highs, we'll look at the charts, all of that good stuff. I want to let you guys know my plans, what I believe I will do on Monday and Tuesday if we go up or if we go down. And we're just going to have a chat about all of that in general. So right before we do get into the video, my friends, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Maybe drop me a comment down below. Let me know how many shares of this company you're holding right now and at what price did you get in at. And please, my friend, if you aren't new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button. We're less than 4,000 away from the big 100,000. It is absolutely insane to be saying that. And we're just coming up on 1 year of me posting these finance related videos. So it would be sick if we could hit it in time. Also, if you're interested in joining my private Discord group, that's the first link in the description, my friends. In there you get access to all of my buy and sell alerts. We call these guys at 12.86 in there. We're all eating good, baby. Join a community of over 2,700 investors. It's a juicy community, my friends. Also, if you are interested, there'll be another link in the description in today's video. I teamed up with Wealth Research Group. These are a guy who offer a free newsletter speaking about all things stocks, finances, crypto, etc. They called Bitcoin back at $450 a coin, so they've ate quite well off that. But essentially, we came together and we created a free report that you can download that has 4 EV ticker symbols in there that we expect to do really well over the next few years. One of them, of course, is CCIV, but there's 3 more exciting, somewhat underground tickers in there too. So again, we're going to go back to that 5-day chart, but it actually goes back to Friday, the 12th of February, okay? $35 a share. We went on an 80+% run up. It was insanity. So from the peaks, we're now down about 15%. On the monthly chart, we're still up pretty much 200%. I reached up 400% in this company at the peaks. It was my first 400% return, and it came in no time at all. Now, this is what we want to speak about. CCIV to announce a merger with Lucid on Tuesday. According to Bloomberg, Lucid Motors is nearing a deal with Chargepoint Capital Corp 4, and the deal could be announced Tuesday, February 23rd. Even though negotiations are ongoing, it is said that the combined entity will be valued at $15 billion. Now, this is the first big piece of news that we got an update on, because just recently we found out it was $12 billion just a few days ago, and we all thought that was absolutely huge. And when that news came out, the stock skyrocketed. And now they're telling us it's worth 25% more at $15 billion. So I definitely expect some sort of volatility Monday and Tuesday, hopefully for better. You will see that here. Shout out to the SPAC Shack on Twitter. It's just a screenshot from the Bloomberg terminal essentially. And they said the combined entity will be valued at as much as $15 billion. Asking not to be identified because the matter is private right now. And this has been the case with CCIV and Lucid Motors for its entire life cycle now. It's all very private, very under the radar. A deal for the electric vehicle maker could be announced on Tuesday. 2 of the people said the talks are ongoing but could still fall apart. And shout out to SPAC Bobby on Twitter. Another screenshot from the Bloomberg terminal, okay? Lucid and Klein have agreed on the key terms of the deal. Now, this is the first time we've ever seen a sentence like this, saying that they have agreed on key terms. Beforehand, all we knew is that they were speaking, and let's be honest, they were probably speaking with multiple companies. So the fact that it actually does say they've agreed on the key terms, we could be looking good, my friends. So that's the first thing. Do I believe it will be announced on Tuesday? Well, obviously, Bloomberg is very reputable. So potentially, this is definitely the closest we've been to having at least a decent estimate of when it could be. There's no guarantees, of course, and that's why I think next week is going to be crazy. On Monday, I'm expecting people to want to buy in, okay? You know, a lot of people will buy the hype, sell the news. On Tuesday, though, if we get the news, I think that news is going to be strong enough that people will buy the news as opposed to selling the news. Regardless, I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are going to be volatile. I think they're all going to be 5+% days. We're probably going to see some more 10, 20, maybe even a 30% day in there again. And that is the nature of Lucid Motors. I know it's not normal. This is not a normal stock, my friends. So that's what's getting people excited. Now, there is the article here again from Bloomberg, which I think is very exciting, okay? Michael Klein hits the SPAC jackpot with Reddit adored Lucid. Now, this article is extremely long, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but there's a few key points I want to bring up. And one of them is the one that I have highlighted right here. I'd assume that the $10 pipe financing will be the most competitive deal of all time. That came from Julian Klimoto, CEO of Accelerate Financial Technologies Inc., which manages a SPAC-focused ETF. I'd assume the $10 pipe financing will be the most competitive deal of all time, my friends. That's an immense statement to be saying, especially considering a lot of us got in at, 20 or 30% above pipe price. We must still be getting an absolutely incredible deal. Now, whoever wrote this was speaking about the valuation. They said, to me, 12 billion already seems like a lot for a pre-revenue company, albeit one whose first model Lucid Air is pretty desirable and whose British Chief Officer Peter Rawlinson led the engineering for Tesla's Model S. The implied valuation, however, is far higher. It really is, and I mean, this is something I've spoke about in the past, my friends. The valuation is getting crazy. And that's why a lot of, the older school investors really don't like this company right now. And I respect it, I understand, I get it. It's not normal. This isn't how stock should work. But at the same time, a lot of people, myself included, still see considerable upside if a merger is to be announced. Now, I also see a whole lot of risk here, my friends. I've tried to make this very clear from the start. That's why I did take my initial investment out after we were up 400%. Because now it's risk-free, and no matter what happens, I'm guaranteed to walk out of here with probably 5 figures-ish. But when you do look at some of the peers, some of the comparisons, okay, NIO is valued at $85 billion, despite delivering fewer than 50,000 electric vehicles annually. Tesla, okay, $750 billion. The EV market is overvalued. And a lot of people think there will be a broad crash market-wide, and there very may well be. But when you do look at some of the comparisons, when you look at the NIOs, when you look at the Teslas, even if you look at some of the smaller cap companies, 15 billion for Lucid may not be crazy. It is very hard to value these pre-revenue companies, in all honesty. I think most people will agree with me. But maybe 15 billion isn't as crazy as it appears to be. I want a lot of you guys to keep in mind, okay? Especially if you're not particularly in the EV space. This is a company that a lot of us have been waiting for to go public. Me personally, I've said it on the channel for a long time. I was waiting for Arrival, I was waiting for Lucid, and we're waiting for Rivian. And they're 3 companies that before they were going public, a lot of people like myself were waiting to go public so that we could get in on day one, and that's exactly what we did with CCIV. It's not just another company going public. I know there's lots of EV SPACs, etc., and a lot of them do well make our 100%, 150, 200% very quickly. I mean, we've done it numerous times this year. But this is one that before they went public, okay, we were waiting for it. And you can see that when you look at the volume, okay, when you can look at StockTwitch, when you look at the subreddit, when you look at the fact that almost 240 million shares changed hands in the last 3 trading sessions, considering there's only 207 million shares that are tradable right now. And look, let's be honest, it's not exactly cheap, and we're still trading that percentage of the float on a daily basis. I wanted to make this video though just in case somehow you guys didn't find out about this news. You need to be ready for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Me personally, I've already told you guys on a couple of occasions what I've done with my shares. I'm risk free now. No matter what happens, I'm making a nice amount of money. I think though what a lot of people aren't doing is a lot of people aren't looking 2 or 3 years down the line at this stage. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to sell out of my full position of CCIV unless, it's announced that it's not merging with Lucid Motors. That is literally the only situation. Because let's be honest guys, if Lucid Motors gets all of this capital, if they go public, they're going to be worth a lot more than 15 billion in a few years time. A lot more. So although right now we're already trading at absolutely huge premiums, in the long term we might not be. But anyway, my friends, that is my updated video on CCIV, baby. So I'm as excited as ever, and even more excited now that it's risk-free. I mean, there's nothing better than seeing your position go up and it's all house money. Anyway, guys, if you watched this video all the way till the end, you are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you did enjoy the video, could I please ask you to hit that like button, drop me that comment, and please, my friends, subscribe if you're new around here. All of those things mean the world to me and will help me get to that 100,000 a little bit sooner. And if you'd like 2 free stocks on Webull, that's the second link in the description, my friends. You gotta sign up, deposit $100, get yourself some free money. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.